What's up, you guys? It's Nathan, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing a tool with you called SEOWriting.AI. And what this tool allows you to do is to create articles using the power of artificial intelligence. And what most people I've been seeing are saying is that you can't start and use this tool absolutely free, and that's just not true. I'll cover pricing a little bit later, but as you can see, I'm on their page right here. And when I first started with this tool, I started absolutely for free. So I'll leave my link down below. And if you click that, you can create an account and use this tool and start with it absolutely free. Now, what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you how this tool actually works. So when you come to the dashboard here, this is what it's going to look like. And this is the one that I use the most, which is the one-click blog post. And I'm going to give you a tutorial of how this actually works. And then over here, you have the bulk article generation. Now, before we get into this, I just want to go over what they have in their roadmap. So I believe that this company is trying to do good things, and they're trying to take feedback. And I'll go over that pricing. I know I just showed it. But they're trying to do good and make this tool even better. So you can see right here on their roadmap, this is planned. You can see all this stuff right here. They have planned to make their software even better, including a Zapier integration. And then over here, if I come up, this is in progress, and this is what they're working on right now. And you might see the upvotes right here, and you might be wondering, well, what if I have an idea that I want to recommend that they change in this software? Well, it's really simple. When you're in your dashboard right here, on the top right, you're going to see roadmap. If you click that, that will come over to this page right here. And you can actually create an account. This is with something called canny.io. And you can go here to feedback, and you can actually create a request, and people can upvote and downvote different requests. So you actually do have somewhat of a say in how the development of this software works, okay? So that's number one. Number two, let's come over to pricing real quick, just because I popped it up on the screen. So with the free version of this, it's totally free. All you need is your email to get started with it. You can write up to 5 articles every single month, okay? Now, if you're going to want to start writing more per month, then yes, I do recommend you sign up for the paid. And this is going to allow you up to 50 articles per month. And then it unlocks some other features, which you can see down here. Now, if you decide that you like this tool and you want to upgrade, use my promo. So I have a promo code. If you use it, you're going to get 25% off, and it's Freedom25. That's all you have to do is type in Freedom25 at checkout. You're going to get an extra 25%. Okay. So now let's dive in, and I want to show you how this works. So first, I want to show you this one-click blog post, because I think this is really where this takes the cake with this tool. So if I open this up, you're going to see a panel just like this. And the thing that we start with is the main keyword. Now you can come in here and start writing articles, and I'll show you a little bit later how you can make money with that, even if you don't go into deep keyword research. Now, obviously, if you're trying to rank on Google, you need to be doing somewhat of keyword research. You can't just put main keywords up here and expect to rank. If you have a brand new blog, it's just not going to work. So there are some free tools that you can use that I'll share with you. And the first one right here is called keywordtool.io. This is completely free to use. And you can see right here, for this example in this video, I'm saying best Sony camera for video. And right down here, you're going to see a bunch of different keywords right here that are suggested. And this is really cool that we can use this because it's absolutely free. And you're going to see on the right-hand side, it's all blurred out. We don't get any data, but hey, free is free. So this is one tool that you can use. The second one is under ryrob.com. Okay. It's ryrob.com, keyword/keyword tool. And what you can see here is I did the same thing. I put best Sony camera for video, and then it comes down here and gives us a bunch of data right here. Now, this one actually will give us search volume right here, and it'll give us difficulty. So it has a little bit more information on the free thing when we're using this. And then the other thing that we can do is if you click on this little bulb right here, it's going to give you a drop down, and it's going to have general idea right here. And then it's going to start breaking out on different words. So in this example, the word is what. So it'd be what's the best Sony camera for video? it gives you a bunch of different ideas. So this is keyword tool that's free to use, number 2. All right. And then the last one is obviously you can use Google Ads. It used to be Google Keyword Planner. Now it's Google Ads. And inside of there, they have a planner that's free to use. The only thing, at least last time I checked, I have it and I've ran ads. But if you've never ran an ad before, they might ask you to run an ad. I don't know if it's still that way. If you have information on that, drop it in the comments below. And then before we get going on creating this, there's one more thing that I do recommend, and that is to have a WordPress website, because they actually have a feature in here where you can download their plugin into your site, and I'll show you how that works in a little bit. And you can, with one click, publish the post over to your WordPress website. If you don't have a WordPress website, I recommend Hostinger, okay? And I'll leave my link down below. And once you choose a plan here, I recommend the business. You're going to get a free CDN, which all you need to know for that is it makes your website way faster. And then I just don't recommend choosing 1 month. The way that their pricing works is that the longer you commit for, the better price you're going to get. Hostinger is awesome. I actually have Hostinger. I'll show you my back end here in just a little bit. I recommend at least do 12 months. If you can afford to do more, great. But once you hit 12 months, you're going to get a free domain. So you're going to get a website URL that you can attach to your website, okay? And then be sure at checkout for here too, I have a coupon code, and this one is Freedom Promo. And when you hit that, hit apply, it's going to take an additional 10% off your purchase with Hostinger. And I want to show you this awesome tool because it really is cool. So we said that we're going to go with best Sony camera. So all you do is you type your keyword in here, say best Sony camera for video. All right. And then all you do is come over here and you click on generate title, and it's going to generate a title for you. And the cool thing is, if you don't like this title, guess what? You can change it and hit generate again. So this one says best Sony camera for video, top picks for filmmakers. Okay. So for this instance, I'm going to leave that and let's just roll with it. And then what you want to do is come down here and we're going to start editing this, okay? So you can choose the size of your article right here between extra small, small, medium, and large. I'm going to keep it at medium. And then you're going to see right here, when you change it, it's going to tell you the approximate length of the article that it's going to generate, all right? Then we're going to come over here and you can choose a tone of voice. And you have all of these different options. I actually typically leave this one on none, but you can change this, or informational is actually good, or I'll use informational depending on what it is, especially if it's reviews or something like that. Over here, you can choose the AI model. Just be careful with this, because if you start coming up into these higher AI models, it's going to burn more of your credits. So just be aware of that. So I usually just leave it at Claude 3, and it does a really good job. Then we're going to come over here and you can actually choose your point of view. Now for this, you can do first person plural, second person, or third person. Or you can leave it none, and it's more of a general. And then I'm going to come over here, and this is probably one of the most powerful things about this tool, is we can humanize the text, okay? And so there's a couple ways we can do this. If I click this drop down, you're going to see we can actually choose the grade level that this is going to read when it spits out our article. And I'm going to leave it at 8th and 9th grade, which is recommended. And then when you click this and do this drop down, you can actually start removing AI words, which is really cool. And I believe that this is really helpful when it comes to trying to rank on Google. So I'm going to choose the extended AI word removal. Then we're going to come over here and we can target the country that we want this article to be for. For me, I'm going to choose the United States. Then we come down here and we have different features that are in the upgraded version. Brand voice is one of those things, but you can add a brand voice for your articles, which is really cool. So you can program it and train it to write in a brand voice, and you can have multiple brand voices if you want, okay? Down here, you have a couple of different examples right here for details to include, which means if you want the article to do something specific, this is where you would input that information. It will draw on that information and include that in the article. Then we come down to the Media Hub, and you can choose to include AI images. I usually leave this at the default setting, and the images that come out, you can click this and you can do cartoon, photo, expressionism, cyberpunk. I usually leave it on none, and the images always come out great. Sometimes they're not the best, and you can regenerate them in the article itself, which is really cool. You can change the image size as well. Down here, you can choose if you want it to have, if you want it to include YouTube videos. So I'm going to say yes, number of videos, 1. And then down here, we have the SEO NLP keywords. And basically what these are keywords that get sprinkled relative to the main keyword. They're related, and it will generate other keywords and sprinkle them into your article. So that's just one button. You click it, and it will automatically populate those keywords in here. Okay. Let me see. I wonder if Sony A7S III is in here. I see A7 III. No, I don't see it in here. I wish it would have been in there because I'm recording on the A7S III right now, which is a phenomenal camera for video. So then you're going to come down here and you can choose the structure of this. Now, if you want it to open, let's just say with a question, all you have to do is click this button, and it gives it a prompt here for it to craft a question and open your article with a question to keep the readers reading, for them to continue on, which is really cool. And you have a few more options right here that you can choose. And then we have a bunch of different options right here in conclusion, tables, your H3s, you can choose to have lists, frequently asked questions, quotes, and all of this stuff. And for now, I'm going to leave all of that on. You can do internal linking, external linking, and the most important thing that I want to share with you right here is to connect it to the web. So what this means is that when you connect it to the web, it's going to go out and do research and find relevant topics, find relevant information, and bring that into your article. So you do want this on. You always want this on, in my opinion. And you can make some adjustments to it right here. Now, the other thing is the syndication. The syndication is really cool because if you're going to drive traffic with other different platforms, and in this case, I recommend using Pinterest, then you can simply click a button and it'll give you a little blurb that you can use in your pins or your Twitter posts, which is actually X now. I don't know why that still says Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook, right? And so you can do all of these different things. So in this example, for you guys, I'm going to choose Pinterest. I'm going to turn that on. And hopefully in this video, I don't forget to actually show you how that looks, okay? You can do an outline editor, and then you can actually publish this to a WordPress website. So right here, once you connect your WordPress websites with the plugin, which I'll show you how to do that, it'll show up here and you can choose to publish it right here. You can do it after the fact as well, and I'll show you that. So once you do all this, all you have to do is click on Run, and then it's going to start generating, and you can see the status right here. Okay, while the article is generating, I'm going to show you how to connect the plugin. So once you're in your WordPress dashboard, you're going to want to come over here and go to Plugins and click on Add New Plugin. Once you come to this page, you're going to come to the top right-hand side, and all you need to type in is SEO Writing. Once you type that in, you're going to see this one right here. This is the plugin that you want to install on your WordPress website. All you would do is click on Install, and then it'll turn blue, and then you click Activate. Once you activate it, you're going to be good to go, and then you're going to have it on your website. The only thing that you need to be aware of is you need to be logged in to both your website and you need to be logged into SEOWriting.AI at the same time for this to make the connection. Okay, the article is done. You see the check mark right there. So I'm going to open this up, and now we're going to take a look at it. So how many words did this make for us? Right here, 2,513 words. And before I go over this and show you this article, before I forget, I want to show you what it looks like when you select the syndication. So if you remember, I selected a Pinterest syndication. So you'll see right here, it says syndication. If I click on that, what you're going to see is this little blurb right here that we can use for a pin. So it gives us a title for our pin on Pinterest. And then it also gives us a little description that we can use. And all we would have to do is click this copy button. So that's what the syndication does for us when we choose those options. Now, if I scroll down, you're going to see this article that it made for us with AI. Now, it also pulled in a YouTube video, which is great. And then we come down here and we can keep looking at this. And what's crazy is these images that you're seeing right now are not real. They're created with AI. And so we'll keep coming down here. And you can see this one looks funky, right? That doesn't even look right as far as the lens is on the wrong side. So I'll show you how to regenerate those here in just a second. But we keep coming down. It gave us a table, a conclusion, and then an FAQ. So I think this looks good. Obviously, I think that you should go through the article and make sure it reads well and change anything that's inaccurate. But overall, like the way that it looks, I mean, this is just awesome. So let's just say that you don't want this image. All you would have to do is click this button right here, and it's going to generate a new image for us. And there we go. So we now have a new image. And then if we want to publish this to our WordPress website, all we have to do is come up to the top, click on publish, and then you'll see right here in this little box, I have selected my website. So now that I did that, I'll come down here. It says, what do I want it to be? I want it to be a post. I want it to be a draft. You can even select categories and I think even tags. So it's going to auto tag for us. Scroll to the bottom and simply click publish. Once you click on publish, you're going to see this little pop-up right here. It says, okay, we're good. Now we can jump back over to our website and we're going to check this post out. So on the left-hand side, I'm going to go to all posts. And here it is right here. You can see the post. It brought it over from SEO Writing into my WordPress website. If I click on this, the only thing that we need to do to make this work with WordPress, if we want to make any edits, is you simply click on the content. And then right here, you're going to see it says convert to blocks. Go ahead and click on that. And then it brings up this weird HTML block at the very bottom. All you have to do is click on this and just click on delete and that's gone. And then you click on save draft. That way everything is good here. Now, if you want to make money with this, you would go get your affiliate links from something like Amazon affiliates or wherever you can get affiliate links for this. And you're going to sprinkle them in right here. And then the next thing that you want to do is you can simply come over to canva.com and you come up to the top and you would type in something like Pinterest. And you would want to do the Pinterest pin right here. And you create Pinterest pins. And I have a video that I did on that, but it's super easy. Then you would come over to Pinterest, you would upload that, and you can take from SEO Writing at the top here, the syndication, and you can grab this right here, bring it back over into Pinterest, and you can use that for your description. Now, the destination link right here, you don't want to link to affiliate links. Now, you do have the option to do that, but I always recommend linking to the article. So once you publish the article, you would grab the link to the article and link back to it, okay? So now let's jump back in here into SEO Writing. And the other thing that I wanted to share with you that they have here is the bulk article generation. So if I click on this, this is very similar to what we just did in that you have your core settings that it shows right here. You'd come through here and you would set up everything the way that we just did, with the exception of one thing. Over here, instead of the keyword, you would be able to add multiple. So you can bulk generate articles. So all you would do is you'd enter a keyword and then you would start adding rows just like this, okay? And you can generate a bunch of these. Now, obviously, I'm already over 5. So if I was on the free plan, I wouldn't be able to keep doing this, right? But if you upgrade, you can do as many as your account, your paid account allows you to do, and you can start generating bulk articles. All right, my overall thoughts of this AI tool is that it's really cool. I've been using this now for well over a month, messing with it, creating different articles. I've been doing YouTube videos and tutorials on it, and I think it's really good. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect. Especially right here in this video, you saw that one of those images, sometimes those are not always perfect. However, I do like that they allow you with one click to regenerate the image, and you can do that as many times as you want until you get an image that you like. So do I think that it's worth it? Yeah, I think it's worth it. First of all, it's free and you can play with it and mess with it and generate up to 5 articles per month absolutely free. And then the next tier up is $19, and don't forget to use my code to get 25% off. But with that, you get up to 50 articles. So do I think that that is worth it? Absolutely. You're saving time by filling all this out. And the whole idea of this software is that it's SEO driven, right? And so I think that's important. I don't think that you can do what you do with this tool on ChatGPT. And I've used ChatGPT to try and generate articles and even generate images. However, if you've noticed or if you've ever used ChatGPT, when you start generating images, you run out of images very quickly. And the other thing, and I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments on this, having to do with ChatGPT and images, is for some reason, it's not as easy as just downloading the image. It comes in, when you download it from ChatGPT, it's this weird file and you can't just upload it to an article. So I'm not sure what that was all about, but I think if you want to save time and you want to make money with articles using AI, absolutely. I think right now this is probably the best tool on the market. Okay, go watch this video next. Thank you for watching this video. This is Nathan with Freedom Influencer. And of course, I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.